Okay, so this course, welcome. So this course is designed, as we have discussed, it is for the freshers, IT professionals, non-IT professionals, sales engineers, students. Okay, if you are a network engineer, system engineer, okay, if you are dealing with the database, okay, artificial intelligence, it is mandatory. Okay, this is the primary course you can say. Okay, to enter the cloud computing. So why to learn the cloud computing? So, guys, many companies, including Fortune 500 companies like Netflix, Pfizer, General Motors, Walmart, they are migrating cloud. Okay, and which is creating more job opportunities with good salaries. Okay, so most of the companies they are migrating to the cloud. Okay, which is creating a lot of job with good salaries also. Okay, so you might be wondering, so why the companies are moving to the cloud? So because cloud it is solving so many problems and it is very cheap as well. So what problems the cloud computing is solving, we will discuss in our coming classes. And it is very cheap as well. That is why the companies are moving to the cloud now. So we are having so many cloud service providers like Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud Platform is there, Alibaba, IBM, so many cloud computing service providers are there. Which one to learn? So most of the students they get confused. So guys, start with any cloud service provider. It is like you have learned one car. Okay, if you know how to drive one car, you can easily drive the other cars. So the same thing, same logic is applied with the cloud computing as well. If you know one technology, you can understand the other technologies easily. Okay, the concepts are same. Okay, in all the cloud computing technologies. So why Azure? Why to learn? Why to start with Azure? Let us try to understand. So guys, Azure, it is having more than 60 regions all over the world. 60 region. What does it mean by region? Region, okay, it is a geographic area, okay, where the Microsoft has installed their data center. So I presume you know what is data center. Data center, okay, it is like a room. In that room, what you will do, you will install the racks. Inside these racks, you will have the servers and other networking devices like routers, switches, firewalls, etc. So these cloud service providers or the Azure is having the data centers in more than 60 regions. Okay, and they are not the normal data centers. They are very big. Okay, you can say they are big as like football ground. Okay, so they are very big data centers, and from their data center they will provide the services like compute service, database service, networking service, etc. It is having so many services. Okay, so Azure, it is having, if you see, it is having 60 plus region more than any other cloud provider. So with numerous, so what is the advantage? How you can take the advantage from this 60 regions? So let us say you want to deploy one application for US users. So what you will do, you will go to the US region and you will deploy your application there and it will be faster for the US users. This is the advantage. Okay. So with numerous global regions, Azure customers can deploy their application based on the users. So let us explore the different regions in Azure. So this is the link, guys. So if you see, this is the globe, and if you see this colors, blue color dots here. So these are the different regions all over the world, and they are connected via fiber optic. Physical connectivity is there between all the regions, between all the data centers. Okay, let us see the map here. Okay, this is the map. If you see, all of them are connected with each other. Okay, and they are having the regions all over the world. If you see, some of the regions are there in India also. Okay, so let us select Southeast. It is Singapore. Okay, let me expand it. Yeah, this is the South India. Okay, they have the region in Chennai. Okay, and one region is in Pune also. Okay, so like this, they are having the regions all over the world. You can explore this map. Let me share this map with you. Okay, so they are having 60 plus regions, more than any other cloud service provider. So this is one of the reasons to learn the Azure. And if you see AWS, Azure, GCP, okay, they are the top three cloud service providers. Azure is the number one cloud service provider. Oh, sorry, AWS is number one cloud service provider. Azure is at number two, and GCP is at number three. So this AWS, okay, it is launched by Amazon. Azure, okay, it is launched by Microsoft, and GCP it is launched by Google. So it was launched in 2016. The AWS it was launched in 2016. Remember the years, okay? So AWS it was launched in 2016, Azure 2010, and Google GCP it was launched in 2008. And if you see here, if you compare the regions, okay, AWS is having only 25 regions, whereas Microsoft is having around, okay, it is not the exact, okay, it was published in 2023, so they might have increased the regions, okay, so approximately around 25 regions are there in AWS, around 60, okay, 54, you can say around 60 regions are there in Microsoft, and around 21 regions are there in Google GCP. So if you see, Azure is leading, okay, when you compare the regions here, okay, and availability zones, AWS is having 78 availability zones. We will see what is availability zone. Then Azure it is having 140 availability zones, and GCP is having 61 availability zone. Okay, and if you talk about the revenue of Q3 2022, so it is the revenue of 2022. Okay, and in 2022, AWS Q3 revenue is 20 billion. Microsoft Azure, sorry, AWS, okay, it is 20 billion, and Azure it is also 20 billion, $20.3 billion, and GCP, the revenue is only $6.8 billion. And if you see the market share, as we have discussed, AWS is leading the leader in the market. Okay, it has captured the market around 32%. And Azure is giving the tough competition to AWS. It has captured the market 23%. Even though it is launched after the AWS, it is successfully successfully captured the market of 23%, and others like GCP 10%, Alibaba 4%, and so on. So these are the top three service providers, and top two are AWS and Azure. And guys, with Azure, okay, why to select Azure? Why to go with Azure? 95% companies, okay, they use the Microsoft products like SQL Server, servers, okay, client operating system, server operating system. So they use the Microsoft products, which is making easy for you to integrate with Azure easily. Okay, integration is very easy with the Azure, and it is very cost effective as well. So what you will do, you will pay per minute. Any, let us say you need one server, okay, and you have used this server only for 1 minute, so you will pay only for 1 minute only. You are not going to pay for 1 hour, 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. Okay, you will pay per minute here, okay, with Azure. And it is having the hybrid capabilities. We will see what is the meaning of hybrid capabilities. It is having the global reach, we have already seen, and it is having the strong security, and it is innovating the cloud, okay, the Azure constantly. Okay, guys, and licensing strategies, okay, it is the key difference here. Let us say, okay, in Azure you will get the license, you are using the Microsoft product, okay, and in Azure also you need the Microsoft products only, like you need the Windows Server operating system, SQL Server, etc. So you will get the license of the Microsoft product directly from Microsoft or Azure. There is no mediator. Okay, you can directly get the licenses from the company. Whereas in case of other service providers, they will get the license from Microsoft and they will sell it to you. Okay, so there will be a, okay, price fluctuation. Okay, in terms of Microsoft product. between Azure and other service providers. You will get the license cheaper than the other service provider, Microsoft licenses. Okay. And you will get the hybrid benefit. Okay. We have discussed that it is having the Azure hybrid benefit. What is that hybrid benefit? Let us say you are already having the licenses, Microsoft licenses, and you are using it your on-premises data center. Now you want to migrate your computers or you want to migrate your applications to the Azure cloud. So you can use the existing licenses. You don't need to purchase the additional licenses for Azure. So you can use the existing licenses of your Microsoft product in Azure. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, any confusion?